Whenever I go fishing without my dog, I feel like I'm cheating on him. You guys ever do that? You ever go fishing without your dog when you could have taken him, and like it feels wrong. Like I walked into my house after like a long day of fishing, and I tried to like creep into the house, and my dog was in the kitchen. He like turns on the light. He's like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, "Oh, Wilfred, hey, I didn't see you there. I was just out with some friends." And he comes over and I pet him. He's like, "Why do you smell like fish?" And I'm like, and I could have come up with a good line. I was just like, I went fishing. I'm so sorry. It was the only time I had to fish. I should have taken you. And he just looks at me and goes, "You're disloyal," and walks out of the room. So, I always feel like I'm cheating. I always feel like I'm cheating when I don't take my dog fishing. My name is Elon Stribling. I'm a wildlife biologist and a stand-up comedian.
You better slow down. How can you make it last if you're moving too fast? Slow down, baby. Don't move so fast. Make it right and good. You gotta make it last by slowing down.
Yeah, fly fishing is a lot like stand-up comedy. Like they're pretty much the same. You know, like for one, like you don't need either of them. Both of them are useless. But they can kind of be looked at interchangeably, right? Like jokes are like flies. The audience is like the fish. You know, the space you're in, the building is like the river. So I could have all my best flies and throw them out into the water, and no crowd is gonna laugh. Everyone's gonna be like, "What? Is this supposed to be funny?" Or I could have like my like best joke, my number one joke where I'm like, "This is gonna kill. This is gonna do so well," and the fish won't even look up. Like I can cast my fly and it'll go right over people's heads. Like they won't even. I'll be like, "Do you know how good of a joke that was? Like look how well I presented that fly. Like can you guys look up for 1 second and just pay attention?" You know, so. Stand-up comedies are like jokes. We don't. I love them both, but we really don't need either of them. It's pretty dope.
Oh, that's right. Make it last. Oh yeah. Slow down.
Bristol Bay. One of the most important places on this world that people are fighting to protect. From its water, to its wildlife, to its land, to the resources that it provides to the people. Out of all the rivers in the world and out of all the locations, the community has come together to conserve and ensure that this place remains beautiful and untouched. All water is important, but right now, at this moment, Bristol Bay is important. Right now, at this moment, Bristol Bay needs to be protected for its future generations. There's no difference between Black Lives Matter. Yes, all lives matter, but at this moment, Black Lives Matter. Yes, all rivers matter, all water matters, but to come together, like we all have as a community, and say for this moment, for this duration of time, while it's still at risk, let's take care of Black lives. Let's take care of Bristol Bay. And at the end of the day, once that's taken care of, and once we figure out that all people deserve to feel safe and happy, and our landscape can remain untouched and wild, we can move on to bigger problems. Well, I got heavy. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'm going fishing. That's how I deal with stuff. So, come on, let's go.